Has your car been acting weird lately? Maybe the check engine light keeps flashing, the engine feels rough, or the car just doesn't have the same power it used to. Normally, the first thought is, uh-oh, I need a mechanic. But hold on, before you hand over hundreds of dollars, there's something simple you can try at home. This trick doesn't need tools. It doesn't cost a dime, and you don't need to be a car expert to pull it off. For years, mechanics have quietly used it in garages, and now it's your turn to learn. Believe it or not, this little reset can fix up to 90% of common car problems completely free. So what's the secret? It's all about restarting your car's brain, called the ECU, Electronic Control Unit. This is the tiny computer that controls almost everything your car does, how the engine runs, how the gears shift, and even how fuel gets used. Over time, the ECU can get confused. Maybe it saves bad data, maybe a sensor gave it wrong information, or maybe a weak battery caused it to glitch. The result? Strange warning lights, sluggish performance, or even rough idling. The good news: resetting the ECU clears out those bad habits. It's kind of like rebooting your phone when it freezes. Most cars built in the last 20 years can do this safely and easily. And once you try it, your engine might just run smoother than it has in years. Now, let's get into the first reset technique you can try. Reset technique in 1. The battery disconnect method. This is the classic, old-school way to reset your car's ECU, and it works surprisingly well. Think of it as giving your car a fresh start. Here's how it works. 1. Find the battery. In most cars, it's under the hood. Some cars hide it in the trunk or even under a seat. If you're not sure, check the owner's manual. 2. Spot the terminals. You'll see 2 connections, a positive terminal marked with a plus and a negative terminal marked with a minus. 5. Disconnect safely. Always remove the negative cable first, then the positive. Doing it in this order helps prevent sparks, especially if your car has one of those older lead-acid batteries that can release gas. Drain the leftover power. Once both cables are off, touch the 2 cables together. Not the battery posts, just the cables. This drains any tiny bit of electricity still hiding in the ECU's memory, wiping it completely clean. If the cables don't reach, you can use a small jumper wire. Wait a few minutes. Give it about 2 to 5 minutes. This lets everything fully power down. 6. Reconnect the battery. This time, do the reverse. Connect the positive terminal first, then the negative. 7. Restart and relearn. Start the car and let it idle for a few minutes. Then take it for a short drive, ideally both city and highway driving. This helps the ECU relearn things like idle speed, throttle response, and shifting patterns. It may take a couple of days of normal driving for your car to fully adjust. What can this fix? A check engine light that won't turn off, hard starts, or long cranking, rough idling or misfires, jerky or delayed gear shifts, sluggish acceleration, random warning lights, poor fuel mileage. Why does this work so well? Because your ECU learns as you drive. It remembers how you hit the gas, how you brake, even how you go uphill. But if it stores bad info, like after a weak battery or a faulty sensor reading, your car might run rough even though nothing is actually broken. Resetting wipes the slate clean so your car can relearn the correct way to run. The best part, this trick is completely free, takes less than 10 minutes, and works on most cars made after 1996. No fancy scan tools, no smartphone apps, no mechanic bill. Now sometimes the battery disconnect method doesn't fully do the job, or maybe you don't want to mess with your battery at all. That's okay. There are a couple of other easy reset tricks you can try. These don't require tools, and they're quick enough to do in just a few minutes. Reset technique done 2. The turnkey trick. This method is so simple, most people don't even know it exists. All you need is your car key. Here's how to do it. Put the key in the ignition and turn it to the on position. Don't start the engine, just let the dashboard lights come on. 2. Now turn the key back to the off position. 3. Repeat this 3 times in a row fairly quickly. 4. On the 4th time, go ahead and start the car. 5. Take it for a short drive to let the system settle. In many cars, this little sequence can reset the check engine light. Think of it like tapping your computer keyboard shortcut, fast, simple, and effective. Reset technique in 3. Keep driving normally. Sometimes the best reset is doing nothing at all. If the issue has already been fixed, for example, you tightened a loose gas cap or replaced a sensor, the car's computer often clears the warning on its own. Just drive like you normally do for a few days. As you drive, the ECU keeps checking itself. If it sees that everything is back to normal, the light will turn off automatically. This is especially useful for problems caused by a one-time glitch, like hitting a pothole, a quick sensor hiccup, or a moment of low voltage. Reset technique 4. Pull and reset the ECU fuse. Older cars only. If you've got an older model, you can also reset the ECU by removing its fuse. Here's how. Find the fuse box. It's usually under the hood or under the steering wheel. 2. Look for a fuse labeled ECU, ECM, or PCM. 3. Pull that fuse out and wait about 60 seconds. 4. Pop it back in and then start the car. This cuts off power to the ECU, forcing it to reset. It's kind of like flipping a breaker switch in your house. This only works well on older cars. Newer models often need either a scan tool or a full drive cycle to completely clear codes. What problems do these resets help with? A check engine light that stays on even after the repair. Warning lights caused by a one-time error like a loose gas cap. Minor sensor issues. Error codes that were already fixed but never cleared. Failed emissions test due to old, stuck codes. Why does this work? Your car's computer doesn't just check for problems once, it checks constantly. If it finds everything is fine again, it will eventually clear the error. These reset methods just help speed up the process. And the best part? Again, no cost, no tools, no hassle. Just a few simple steps, and your car could be back to running the way it should. Not all car problems show up as engine issues. Sometimes it's your infotainment system that drives you crazy. Frozen screens, music that won't play, or your phone refusing to connect. Before you think about heading to the dealership, there's an easy solution. Reset Technique 5 Infotainment System Reboot. Your car's screen works just like a smartphone or a laptop. And just like those devices, sometimes it simply needs a reboot. Here's how to do it. Let's start with the basics. Unplug your phone and plug it back in. Or just turn the car off, wait a minute, and turn it back on. Many times that alone fixes the glitch. 2. Look for a hidden reset button. Some modern cars have a tiny reset hole near the volume knob or screen. Use a paperclip or pen tip to press and hold it for about 10 seconds. 3. Try button combos. A lot of systems reboot if you press and hold certain buttons like the power button or a combo such as volume pause seek forward for about 5 to 15 seconds. 4. Check the owner's manual. Every car brand is a little different. Some require the car to be in accessory mode and some use steering wheel buttons. 5. Update software. If your phone or your car's system is out of date, updates can solve hidden bugs. 6. Still stuck? Search YouTube. Chances are someone with the exact same car has posted the fix. This trick can solve blank or frozen screens, Bluetooth or USB connection issues, music or navigation glitches, voice command problems, random restarts or crashes. Why does this work? Because just like your car's ECU, the infotainment system runs a quick self-check every time you turn the ignition. Rebooting it forces that check to refresh, clearing out small bugs without a trip to the dealer. Reset technique number 6, the gas pedal reset trick. This one feels like a secret cheat code. Using nothing but your ignition key and gas pedal, you can reset your car's throttle and transmission settings. No tools, no apps, just your foot. Here's how it works. 1. Turn the key to on. Don't start the engine yet. Just turn the ignition so the dashboard lights come on. Wait 3 seconds. This gives the system time to wake up. Press the gas pedal 5 times. Do this within 5 seconds. Nice and steady. Not too fast, not too slow. 4. Wait 7 more seconds. Keep your foot off the pedal. The system is getting ready for the next step. 5. Press and hold the gas pedal. Hold it down for 10-15 seconds. Then release. 6. Start the engine. Let it idle on its own. Don't press the gas or shift gears, just let the car sit and adjust for a few minutes. What problems can this fix? Jerky or sluggish acceleration, weird gear shifts, rough or unstable throttle delays, poor drive feel after a battery change. Why does it work? Modern cars learn your driving habits over time, but sometimes they learn bad data, especially after a weak battery or part replacement. This reset clears the memory inside your throttle control module (TCM) so it can start fresh. There is a smoother acceleration, cleaner shifts, and a car that feels more responsive. Every driver should know these reset tricks. They're free, safe, and often fix problems that would otherwise cost hundreds at a repair shop. Whether it's a flashing check engine light, rough idle, frozen screen, or sluggish acceleration, many times all your car needs is a quick reset to clear out the confusion. Remember, start with the simple methods first. Be patient. Sometimes it takes a couple of drives for the ECU to relearn. And if the problem keeps coming back, that's when it's time to see a mechanic. So there you have it, 6 quick reset tricks that can bring your car back to life without spending a dime. Next time your check engine light comes on or your car feels off, try these before rushing to the shop. You might be surprised how often they work. If this video saved you time or money, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more honest car tips that anyone can do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.